Hello everyone, my name is Lokumar Shah and here we are going to talk about the BGP. So let's see whatever the topics that we are going to cover in this tutorial. So my first agenda, in this agenda we are going to talk about the basic BGP. What is the autonomous system number? What is BGP? Why do we need a BGP? Types of the BGP connection on internet. How many types of the BGP we have? Then we are going to talk about the message and states. Then we are going to talk about how we can form the direct neighborship and indirect neighborship in the both IBGP and EBGP section. Then after that we are going to talk about the whatever the BGP active and passive role. So actually what happened whenever you are trying to form the neighborship between the R1 and R2. So one router will become the active, another router will become the passive. You can change this thing, it's not a big deal. So it's just like a process of this one. So one router is going to run the process of active, another router is going to run the process as a passive. Then after that we'll see that how we can advertise the route in the BGP. So as compared to the IGP routing protocol, in a BGP what happened, we have a different mechanism to advertise the route. Then we'll go talk about the BGP authentication, how we can secure my BGP neighborship, then BGP timers and BGP next hop self. After the clearing the agenda number 1, we'll go for the agenda number 2. That's we are going to talk about the loop. How we can prevent the loop in the BGP. So we have a first of all, as we know that in the BGP has a two flavors. That's one is the EBGP, another is the IBGP. So we have a two different mechanism to prevent the loop in the BGP. So we'll see that how we can prevent the loop in the EBGP, then IBGP, and in IBGP we have a multiple ways to prevent the loop. For example, full mesh we have a route reflector with a dual server, route reflector with the originator ID, route reflector with the cluster ID, and then configuration. These are the loop prevention mechanism in the IBGP protocol. Then after that we'll go through the what is BGP synchronization rule. So this is obsolete technology, the BGP synchronization rule, but still we have to learn this thing to understand the behavior of the IBGP. Once we have completed the agenda number 2, then we'll go for the agenda number 3. In this agenda number 3, we are going to talk about the traffic control. Traffic control in the sense of what? We can manipulate the path, at the same time we can filter the path. Sorry for that. So here we are going to talk about the BGP attributes. So we can manipulate this thing based on the inbound and outbound. Then whatever the attributes we have, weight, local preference, AS path, MED. Based on this way we can manipulate the path. Then after that we'll go for the BGP aggregation. That is also known as a summarization. We can say that. So BGP support both summarization, automatic summarization and the manual summarization. So only the term has changed because summarization term I am going to use in the IGP protocol, but in the BGP the term has changed with the aggregation. Meaning is same, concept is same. Then after that we'll go for the BGP communities, and after that we'll go for the route filtering in the BGP. How we can filter the route in the BGP based on the ACL prefix list, route map with the ACL, route map with the prefix list, and then after that we have to go through the regular expression. Once we have done with the traffic control, then we'll go for the advanced. In advance, what happened? We are going to talk about the BGP backdoor, BGP dampening, what is the third party next hop in the BGP, remote private AS, and also we are going to talk about the remote private AS all. This is new features in the 15.iOS version. So this command is only available in the 15.0 iOS version. So we'll discuss this thing as well as. Then after that we'll go to the allow AS in AS override. How many way we can generate a default route in the BGP. So we can see the default route originate. Conditional advertisement means what? We can provide some policy to advertise this route. Then we'll go for the dynamic neighborship. It's also very important because many times it's not possible to define the static neighborship, right? For example, if you have a huge amount of routers in your network, right, and you have to define the static neighborship, in that case it's not feasible one. Then we'll go for the dynamic neighborship. Then after that we'll go for the local AS, and then of BGP 4-byte AS number, soft reconfiguration, route reference capability, next hop tracking, additional path, MPBGP. So in the local AS, what happened? We are going to cover this thing like how we can migrate one ISP network to the different ISP network. So first we are going to cover the agenda number 1, then agenda 2, agenda 3, and then last agenda 4. Thank you so much guys, thanks for watching this video.